All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Sadia, greeting you. Welcome to ICT class. Okay. I'd like you guys to watch this recorded class before we delve straight into the class. All right. Very important. Okay. So the topic is overview of computer systems. I know you've heard of that before. Okay. I'm going to ask you by the time we start to interact. What's the idea? What do you know about it? What's your previous knowledge about? What's it called? Overview of computer systems. Yeah. So the objectives actually is one, we define what a computer is. Objective two, we classify computers into hardware and software. We maintain that from 7. Objective three, we enumerate examples of hardware and software. And objective four, we state the characteristics of a computer. Let me take this off so that you can hear me clearly. Okay, all right. So what's a computer? A computer is an electronic device which accepts data as an input, processes the input, and produces an output called information. Okay, it can also be defined as an electronic device which is capable of receiving information in a particular form and performing a sequence of operations in accordance with a predetermined variable set of instructions. Okay, so that's a computer, an electronic device which accepts data as an input, processes the input, and then produces an output called information. So it's very important that you understand that those are the 3 segments of a computer. It's an electronic device, number 1, and number 2 is that it accepts input, processes it, and gives you something out in return. So perfect example of a computer. So okay, and we also know that computers are divided into 2 parts: hardware and software. Always know that, right? Hardware is a physical part you can touch. Every part you can touch the computer. Your keyboard, your screen, your system unit. Try to talk about that. I know some of us already have that idea. You know, that's all hardware. The part where you can touch and feel, that's all hardware. Okay. Software a set of instructions that tell the hardware what to do. You know, a set of instructions that tell the hardware what to do. Software, another name for software is programs. Step by step, you know, set of instructions that tell the hardware what to do. Codes, software, codes written in the back end to tell the hardware what to do. So we have software, so we talk about software. Examples of software include browsers, gaming software, your apps software, you know, your operating systems and softwares. It's like we have here, your Microsoft Word software, you know, all those parts of the system that help the system function, but you cannot touch them. You cannot touch the software. Yeah, so that's the software. Okay. Now let's look at the computer hardware can be divided into 2. Yes, divided into 2. We have what's called the system units. System unit is that part that houses the primary devices. You know, I'm going to try to show you in a picture as we proceed. The system unit houses the primary devices like your DVD. It houses your hard drive, that's your internal hard drive. You know, it houses the power section. It houses your motherboard and your RAM and all of it. So that's the system unit. Okay. The term system unit is generally used to differentiate between the computer itself and peripheral devices. You can see that part written right there below. So you can divide the term system unit and it's used to differentiate between system units and peripheral. So peripheral are other devices that add up to the system unit to enhance productivity. So peripheral, for example, the printer is a peripheral device. You add it to your system unit so that you can print things out. Your keyboard that you attach to your system unit is a peripheral because you attach it to it so that you can use it to input things into your system. So in other words, computer hardware is divided into system units and peripherals. So let's see. There's a video right here about
a guide to the components inside my computer.
Okay, I'm not going to play that much now, but I'm going to drop the link.
We're going to show you what the main components inside your computer are,
what
and tell you a little about what each of them
is a system unit. Okay.
Guiding us on this tour will be Phil Bolton
let me pause
and
that so that I'll send you the link so you can watch it.
A guide to the components.
All right, so let's continue with our class. So peripherals. Peripherals are pieces of hardware that you can attach or add to your computer. The computer peripherals channel, you know, so like I said earlier before now, yes, you know, these are devices, other hardware devices, physical devices you can add system unit to ensure that you enhance productivity. There are three different types of peripherals. You can see listed below in red. You have the input used to, send data into the system, input peripherals. Examples are mouse and keyboards. You use your keyboard to send text into your system. Okay, output peripherals. Examples, you monitor your printers, and storage peripherals. You add external hard drive, actually. So there you go. So you can see the image there, system unit in between, the middle, and you can see all the other peripherals right there. Okay. Okay. An extended discussion on computer software. This is the non-tangible component of computers, also known as computer program. I said that. Okay. Both hardware and software require one another. They require each other before they can get the job done. If you don't have that, it becomes very difficult to run a computer. Okay. So let's talk about systems of types of software. Types of software. Types of software. Okay. Software can typically be divided into two. What was called the system software and what was called the application software. What was called the system software and what was called the application software. The system software is typically produced by or provided by the manufacturers of systems. It is responsible for the major activities that happens on your system. Okay, that happens on your system. It is responsible, for example, your starting up your system. Loading up your system is a responsibility of the system software. Okay, system softwares are almost impossible to be tweaked by the user. It means you cannot effect changes on the system software. Except someone effect a change on the total system all on its own. Okay, so and since the system software runs at the basic level of the computer, can also be called the low-level software. It runs at the base. In fact, system software is a mother of all software. Without a system software, you can never have an application software running. So in this context, what is an application software? Application software can also be called user software. As a software that is designed for users, end users like you and I. Examples are your browser. That's why without your browser, you can't solve the internet. Yeah. Examples of application software. Other examples of application software is your gaming software. It satisfies, gives you a satisfaction. So you can choose some kind of game software you like to use. Your Microsoft Word or Microsoft packages are examples of application software. Software that are designed to perform specific functions for end users, right? So that's what you have there. Okay. System software. Okay, refers to files and programs that make up your computer operating systems. Yeah, the operating system is a good example. Is an example of system software. System software, we have operating systems, we have translators, we have utilities, and for IGCSE, we have drivers as well. So that's system software right there. So we have different types of application software. Listed right here, application suite. Your Microsoft package is a good example of application suite. Yeah, because you have a bundled it up together. You have your Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all of it bundled together. Yeah, you have an enterprise software as written that addresses the organization's needs and data flow in a huge distributed environment. Other examples are content access software. That's software that help you to access content. Okay, educational software, holds content adopted for use by students. Media development software, that's software used to develop media. Those of us who are into graphics, those of us who develop video, video editing, audio editing, use media development software. So these are different types of application software subdivided. All right. So let's look at finally the characteristics of the computer. Yes, there are a few characteristics of computers. One, we have speed. Computers are very fast. Exactly. They are accurate. They're versatile. They are reliable. And they can remember things. Yes, computers can remember things that you forget. You don't forget. But they don't have IQs of their own. You don't have IQs of their own. So they are dummies. You cannot make any change. You cannot make any change on the computer. Pardon me. Okay. You cannot make any change on the computer. Because it controls all itself. It controls itself. Common data use. Yes, you can have a particular data. You can use for different apps and all of it. Computer is diligent. Check to do something, do it. And it has good storage ability, so you can store things more than what a human store, right? So let's look at these few things. Now, with all we just today, can you define a computer? I like to do that by yourself. Define a computer by yourself. Try to define it without any book. Then in 2 paragraphs, I want you to explain the main constituent of a computer. I need you to submit this to me at the end of the day. Okay, and give us at least 5 characters. I know I wrote 4 there, but make it 5 characters. Thank you very much, guys. Meet you next class. God bless. Bye.